Honestly, when I see the pictures from the wedding, so we had obviously, like every bride, we had discussed each look we wanted, right? I think aren't all of us women multitaskers, right? Like there's always so many things you have to do. You're always juggling a few things at once. Sometimes you just have a day where, like all of us, the makeup just doesn't go on and it's not working and you're trying something and your liner's not right.
Hi, this is Bhavna and you're watching India Today. I'm joined by the gorgeous and the beautiful Katrina Kaif, who is celebrating 3 years of K-Beauty, her first entrepreneurial project. Firstly, welcome to India Today. Congratulations, Katrina. 3 years.
Yes.
It went by just like in a blink.
I know, it went by really, really fast.
It's okay to, it's okay to be you. I like that concept in general, and I think that is something you stand for in real life as well. What has been your biggest takeaway in this 3 years as an entrepreneur?
That what an amazing journey it's been, and how I think grateful we are to everyone, to our whole K community, everyone who's supported us on this journey, who's went out there, who's used the makeup, who's given us feedback on the makeup, who's loved the makeup. And it's been wonderful for me to be able to see the response that has come for our products, because it was honestly years that it went into the making to develop these formulations. It's not easy to get formulations right, to get a range that covers all Indian skin tones.
I was about
the entire range I wanted to be available for people, and that too with color choices. Not just like, okay, aapke liye ek hi color hai, but I wanted a choice for everyone to be able to experiment, to play with, what they want to see from their makeup range. Getting the formulations and products right was challenging and something that we did not compromise on. We launched not when we had the date to launch, we launched when we were ready with our perfect formulations. And I think the audience and the consumer, I should say, the consumer for K-Beauty and the beauty consumer, they saw that and they appreciated that with K-Beauty.
And that's lovely actually, and I agree that K-Beauty has a variety of range, especially for Indian skin tone, which not a lot of products have. Where did this idea stem from for you also,
I think it came from me wanting to see something and see a brand which was inclusive across the board, and see a brand that represented all beauties. So even our first campaign, I tried to, of course, we only had a limited amount of people we could have in one frame, but I wanted a face that represented every type of, different states, different skin tones, the different beauties that are there represented in India. So, some women have beautiful oval shaped faces. Some women's faces are more a V shape. I wanted everyone to find a different version of themselves. When they see K-Beauty, I wanted people to relate to that.
Did it also stem from a fact that personally, perhaps you found it difficult to find a perfect skin tone for yourself at a certain point in your life, and you thought that maybe it's time that I make something of my own?
I felt that when I was before looking for different makeup, especially for foundations, I felt a lot of people didn't understand the undertone color. The undertones of Indian skins, everyone has. So you may have a cool undertone. I have an olive undertone, so actually a warm undertone. Yeah. Now a lot of people say, oh no, you don't, but the thing is that actually I do. So if I use a cool color or pink undertone on my skin, I can look very, it doesn't look right. So I found that a lot of people and a lot of brands didn't understand the undertones of women of color, people who have different skin colors. And that's something which we really wanted to fill with K-Beauty, a knowledge of Indian skin tones and colors and what suits Indian skin tones and colors.
And thank you for doing that, because I can personally say that there are times when I look for product and you don't get the right skin tone and you get it at K-Beauty, and that's
Thank you.
Also, I want to know, I know that you're very much involved with the entire formulation and development. How difficult does that get? Because you also have a career apart from this where you're acting and you're very much involved with that. I can only imagine it must be difficult. How do you manage?
I think aren't all of us women multitaskers, right? Like there's always so many things you have to do. You're always juggling a few things at once. And I think that's part of the fun of it though, right? What doesn't tire you are the things you're passionate about. And for me, I think K-Beauty has always been that passion. I'm very passionate about talking to women about makeup. I'm passionate about creating the products. I'm passionate about shooting the campaigns for the products. So all of those things bring me a lot of joy.
And And it's amazing to see that because we see how involved you are with all of this. 3 years, like I said, is a long time and you have achieved a lot in those years despite a pandemic.
Yes.
What next in the next 3 years? What is your goal like?
Oh, we have some amazing plans for Kay. We are so excited to get Kay out there to every woman. I want everyone to be able to have access to Kay wherever they live, wherever they shop, whether it's online or in stores. And that for me is, I think, my ultimate dream, that Kay should be available in as many stores as possible, in as many countries and cities as possible.
Wow, that's actually a very nice goal, and I'm looking forward to seeing K beauty take over the world like it should. But if you had to recommend a must-have beauty product from K line, what would that be?
It would definitely be the lip crayon, because I think the lip crayon consistency is one of our big achievements at K Beauty. It was something which I was super, super passionate about. I wanted a lip crayon which would be moisturizing for the lips, which would last all day and still have strong pigment. So you could eat, you could drink, have your coffee, and it would stay.
Wow, and if I had to know your beauty regime, which is a 5-minute thing, you have to get ready in 5 minutes, what is that like?
I would do quickly a little bit of base with the K Beauty Hydrating Foundation, a little bit of our cream blush, just dab a little bit on my cheeks with my fingers. I would use here it is. I would use the Crayon Pencil. So this is eyeshadow basically in a crayon. You use this, yeah. So you don't need a brush for this. I'd quickly apply it on the top and the bottom of my lids. Yeah. And I would use the lip crayon in Billboard.
Wow, lovely. So everyone knows now how Katrina Kaif would.
That's my 5-minute routine.
Yeah, 5 minute. I mean,
have a longer one.
Any makeup tip you want to give people? A common mistake that everyone makes, perhaps.
I think an important tip with makeup is blending. I think that is something which is really important. Whatever you're putting on your skin, whether it's foundation, whether it's blush, whether it's eyeshadow, always make sure it's blended. And you can use your fingers to blend. If you have a sponge, great. If you have a brush, great. If not, you can use your fingers, especially with foundation. Correct. And always apply a moisturizer before the foundation.
Right. I'm taking
Glide better on your skin.
3 things you need to do before putting on your makeup. Of course, you said moisturizer.
Moisturizer, starting with a fresh face. Like, don't put on makeup over makeup. Always start from, try to remove start from a clean face.
Correct.
A little bit of moisturizer. And honestly, another great easy trick, which doesn't cost you anything, is just apply a little ice on your skin before you put your makeup on.
Okay.
It closes your pores and it just makes your skin a little more smooth for the application.
Okay. What is your favorite makeup look of yours?
I think something like, what's behind you really well? It's not that side of the camera, but a very smoky eye, neutral, warm shades of brown, and little pinkies as well. So that's one of my favorite palettes that we have is called Pure Bloom. It's the eyeshadow palette in Pure Bloom.
Okay.
And that's basically a selection of all my favorite colors that I like to use on my eyes. I like warmth and I like layering makeup, So a little light brown, then a little darker brown in the corners, a little, rose pink under the eye.
Wow, lovely. Okay. But I'm sure you must have also had makeup fails at some point in your career. What was that like?
No, sometimes you just have a day where, like all of us, the makeup just doesn't go on and it's not working and you're trying something and your liner's not right. And, like everything in life, you just have to smile and say it's okay. Tomorrow's a better day. But
a movie of yours where you thought that your look was amazing.
So what makeup I really loved recently was the makeup which Daniel Bauer did in Tiger Zinda Hai from that song Swag Se Swagat.
Oh yes,
it was just very bronzy and it was a lot of bronzer and browns on the eyes and golds.
Okay, lovely. So to end this now, I want to know, of course we have to speak, and firstly congratulations on your wedding. This is the first time we're meeting after that. What was your favorite makeup look from your wedding? Because I genuinely do want to know that. You look gorgeous in all though.
Yeah, I really can't pick because honestly, when I see the pictures from the wedding, so we had obviously, like every bride, we had discussed each look we wanted, right? So my hair, Amit and Danny who did my hair and makeup, honestly, it was one of those moments where whatever we discussed, they did exactly that. It was, if we discussed the kind of, I remember for the haldi ceremony, we discussed this particular type of a curl. And when I saw that picture, I was like, yes, this is the exact curl that we discussed. And I think the makeup that Daniel did for my actual wedding day, for the feiras, I looked like me. I didn't look, you know, like I wanted to look, of course, like you have makeup on, but I still wanted to see me. Yeah, you know, like I wanted to see the skin through and all that, and I think he found the perfect balance.
I have to say you looked gorgeous.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations. And congratulations of 3 years
Thank you.
to K Beauty.
Thank you so much.
To many, many more years.
Yes, God willing, many more years. Thank you.